What's going on? So, I figured I'd talk about some of the principles, well, the principles that I live my life by. They're not, I don't have the corner of the market on them, and I do my best. I'm not a saint, and I'm not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. You could talk to any of my friends, but I strive to be a better person every day. And the first principle that I address, or that the first principle that I live by, is honesty. And the best definition that I've ever come across for honesty is freedom from deceit. And I just love how concise and simple that is. And that doesn't, when I talk about honesty, of course I want to be honest with people, but first and foremost, for me to be able to be honest with other people, I've got to be honest with myself. And so honesty within myself, I need to know who I am and what I stand for and my authenticity. And that way I can present that, and I bring that authenticity to the world in that honesty. And that can be, for me, it's a little tricky sometimes. Honesty is not tricky, but I think when you look at the human being, like, I can only see what I can see when I can see it. And then time changes, or I change, and then I can see more. But if I'm truly looking inward to discover the truth of self, that will reveal itself more quickly. Because for a long time, I didn't want to look at myself. I didn't want to change. I was fine. Fuck you. I'll be me, and I don't care what other people think. And it didn't really serve me. I was honest on some level, but I was not a joy to be around. Maybe for some people I was. So if I'm honest within myself, and I know who and what I stand for, and then I bring it out to the world. Now, being honest with other people, I think for myself, I need to bring the veil of compassion to that, because the idea of brutal honesty, honesty at any expense or any consequence or at any cost, excuse me, honesty at any cost, I don't think is. I think there's a time and a place for that, but not always. I think for myself, I need to bring compassion with honesty, and depending on who I'm talking to, and the level of my the intimacy of my relationship, I can be more critically honest, and and frame my opinion in such a way that it doesn't just tear them down, because I don't want to hurt people, and I think that that some people use their honesty as like, well, I was just being honest. And you can be nice and tell someone that maybe that shirt is not flattering on them, as opposed to saying, like, something unflattering makes you look fat. So anyway, first principle I live by when I wake up in the morning and I walk throughout the day is honesty. Freedom from deceit. Take it easy.